Hi everybody, this is another tutorial on how to share a Google document with me online, and so what we're going to actually do is take you through that process. Now, we're going to start with the assumption that you've already set up a Google account. Now, if you already use a Gmail account, then you already have a Google account. You don't have to set up a whole brand new one. But sometimes people like to start fresh with a new Google account just to do this kind of schoolwork type stuff. So that's an option that you have to also. So let's say that you have already an account, you've signed in or whatever, and you're now going to attempt to share a document. Well, to create and share a document. Well, the first thing you'll need to do is go to Google Drive, which you can get to by typing in drive.google.com. Okay, and when you click on that, it will take you right to um, this particular page, which we just saw. Okay, it's the same page that you used to get into your Gmail, except here it's going to take you to Google Drive, which I'll explain in just a second. So let's say you go ahead and sign in with your email account. Okay, and now it takes you to Google Drive. Okay, so Google Drive is essentially a web-based um, word processing, presentation, uh, spreadsheet, form, all these different apps that you can use to create, web-based documents. So really, you don't need to have Microsoft Word anymore. You can save a Google document as a Word document and email that and send it to people. So let's say I was writing a paper. The first thing I would do once I sign into my Google Drive is to create a document. Okay, and you'll see that it looks very much like the word processor that we've all come to know. So it'll allow you first, the first time you use it, it'll give you some instructions on how to um, add pictures and so on, which eventually you'll have the option to do. Um, so first things first, you'll have to give it a title. Let's say we'll just call this sample, essay. Okay, so now your Google document has a title. Okay, so let's just write a very quick document. All right, here we are. Let's just say for the time being that this is the paper that we've put together. Okay. Now you finish typing your paper. It's all proofread and all ready to go. And now you want to submit it. Well, what you used to be able to do is either upload the attachment to Blackboard or you could email your professor. What you can do now is actually share your document um, with somebody else on who has Google Drive. And since I have that, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to share this document. So you go under File and click Share, and then it'll give you some settings. Now you can share these documents, obviously, with other applications like Facebook or Twitter or that sort of thing, which, that's obviously up to you. But you can control who has access to this, right? So here's a couple of things. The first thing it tells you is who the owner of the document is. Well, I've signed in as the account for the Expository Writing Project, and so here is the owner of the account. Right now, only I or this account can access this document. Now, if I change that, okay, did you see how I did that? I go to click on Change, and I can make the document publicly available, or I can make it available to anyone with the link to the document, or I can share it with very specific people. You're going to select that one since you're going to share it with me in this instance. So you'd have to invite people, in this instance me, to view your document. So you would type in my email address, the submission email address. So PROF Morales CCAC at gmail.com. Okay, so here's some options. Okay, here on the right side you see this little sign that says what this invited person can do. They can either edit your work, comment on your work, or just view your work. Since I will be adding comments in the grading process, you'll want me to be able to comment on your writing. Don't select edit because um, that's your job. So select comment, and you can notify. You can select or choose to notify people by email. That's probably always a good thing, just as a backup to do. So you would click send, and now you'll see I pop up here. Right now, if you wanted to, you could also share it with anyone else who has a Gmail. Let's say you wanted to get feedback or comments from them too. That is something that you would be able to do in this instance. But this is all you have to do to share your document with me, and then you're done. Okay. Now let me fast forward and show you what it looks like on my end. Okay. So here's my email, and I've gotten in my email address a notification here, right? That an email or a document has been shared with me. Okay. So I would click on that. It says I've shared an item with you. Okay, and I would open this sample essay, and as you can see, I can't edit it, but I can comment. Okay. Now you see this little button here. This comes up because the other email, the original host email account, is open. So, you know, if I could show you, if you were working on it, I could see the typing going on because we're on at the same time. This is useful if you're working on like collaborative documents, that kind of thing. But let's say, you know, I was looking at the paper and I wanted to give some feedback, which this is how it will work out. So let's say I wanted you to make a change here, right? I would highlight the section, right, and I will add a comment. Okay. Okay. How's that? And I'll click on, right? And so I've highlighted and I've written a comment on that highlight, right? So now let's go back, and this is what it looks like on your end. Okay. Um, so you'll be able to get, you know, feedback in this way. You get comments, right? And I'll be able to, you know, share some of those thoughts with you using Google Documents. And you do that just by sharing your document with me. So if you have other questions, please send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you. Thanks.